My love, you need to see this now, not tomorrow, not after the sun dips into the ocean's arms. Now, because every second I hold back this emotion feels like a betrayal to my own heartbeat. I've walked through silent corridors of the palace, cloaked in my royal smile, while my soul secretly screams your name. Behind the dignity, behind the grace, behind every formal bow and poised expression, there lives a man consumed by longing. A man who, despite the crown resting upon his head, feels incomplete without the touch of your truth. This poem is not a poem, it's a desperate whisper turned into words, flying across the winds just to reach you. I stood under the open desert sky tonight, my falcon soaring above, stars scattered like poetry across the velvet. And in that sacred silence, your face appeared, not as memory, but as a vivid vision, so real it felt like your soul brushed mine. My love, this is not a fantasy. This is a revelation. My world craves you, not for your beauty alone, but for the way your voice repairs my broken thoughts, for the way your silence speaks louder than every cheering crowd I've ever stood before. I know you are hiding behind your fears. I know the noise around us has confused your heart. But I ask you now, look beyond titles, rumors, and responsibilities. Look into my words. Look into what I'm bearing today. I am a man stripped of royal protection, standing in the center of love's storm with nothing but honesty in my hands. If I could show you my soul right now, it would be burning with one word, you. Yes, you, not just the woman I love, but the reason I still believe in miracles. Do you remember the night I first said your name like a prayer? We were not even close, yet somehow the distance pulled us deeper. You didn't know it then, but I memorized every glance you gave me, every time you looked away, pretending nothing stirred inside. But I saw it. I saw the battle in your eyes, the war between surrender and pride. And my heart whispered then, she's worth it. Even if I must wait forever. I never wrote a poem as raw as this, never exposed the aching chambers of my royal heart like I do now. But if these verses can reach your soul, if they can bypass the world's noise and touch just one corner of your quiet doubt, then every drop of ink is worth it. I want you to know this, your absence is louder than the thousands who sing my name. Your silence has the power to bring down my sky. And yet, your love, even if silent, is the only melody I seek. I wonder if you feel it too. The pull. The quiet invitation in my presence. The way fate has tied us with invisible strings no distance can sever. Some call it obsession. Others call it madness. But I call it destiny. And if destiny demands courage, I will stand here unclothed in emotion before the world. I have crossed battles for my country, but this is a battle for my heart. And I won't retreat. My love, you need to see this now because timing is cruel. It slips away like sand through royal fingers. I don't want to wake one day to find that you've gone so far into silence that no poem can reach you. I don't want regret to be the final stanza of this love story. I want the world to read of how a crown prince chose love over legacy, heart over hesitation, and you over everything. Every time I hold my newborn nieces or nephews, I wonder how it would feel to see our own child in your arms. A dream? Maybe. But aren't dreams where all royal truths begin? You've given me reasons to smile in secret, but I no longer want my joy to hide. I want our love to be celebrated, not whispered in the corners of longing. Let the world stare. Let them write. Let them wonder. All I know is that this love deserves light. I walked through the halls of our memories today, yes, the hidden ones. The walks near the stables, the stolen glances during events, the moment your hand brushed mine by accident and you pulled away too fast. I replayed them all. And I realized, nothing compares to the heartbeat that rises when you're near. Not my medals. Not my accolades. Not even the wildest adventures of my life. So I beg you, if there's even a flicker of love left in your heart, let it rise. Let it break the surface. Let it answer this call I send through verses woven in pain and promise. I will not hide what I feel anymore. I will not wait for fate to be kind. My love, you need to see this now because this is not just a message, it's the cry of a soul that has waited too long to be whole. You are not just a chapter in my life, you are the ink that writes the very story. And while the world watches me for power and politics, I want to be seen by you for who I truly am. A man in love, hopelessly, deeply, eternally. This is the truth. This is my confession. My love, please, you need to see this now. Don't let this be the poem you read too late. Don't let these words fade into archives of forgotten affection. I'm standing at the edge of everything I know, holding out my heart, hoping you'll reach across the distance. If you ever love me, even in secret, let this be the moment you rise. Let this be the moment you return, not to the palace, but to me. And if you are reading this now, my love, know that your silence speaks, but your heart echoes louder. I feel it beating across miles, across timelines, across unsaid truths. You were never just someone I admired, you were the very definition of what I prayed for in quiet moments. A woman who carries storms in her eyes but offers peace with a single smile. My soul recognized yours long before I could name what I felt. It wasn't attraction. It was something far older, far deeper, like meeting a twin flame after centuries of separation. I still remember how your laughter filled every quiet space in my mind. Even now, in moments where I must appear composed, strong, and unshaken, your memory breaks through like sunlight slipping through palace windows. I wish I could wrap my arms around the moments we lost. I wish I had spoken sooner, loved louder, held longer. But today I write to rewrite the silence. Today, I speak because my heart cannot afford to remain mute anymore. In the deepest part of me, you never left. I see you in my morning prayers, in the golden light of dawn that seeps through my curtains, in the scent of jasmine that reminds me of your presence. I walk the royal gardens with the world watching, yet my thoughts are only with you, wondering if you've smiled today, if you've read one of my poems and known, instinctively, that it was you I was addressing even when I didn't mention your name. Every poem I've shared with the world has been a hidden message to you. They see stanzas of beauty and longing, but you, only you, understand the secret meanings. The hidden dates. The metaphors only you and I know. The memories dressed as metaphors. I write for many, but I write because of you. Without you, even my most beautiful words feel empty, like a song played without a soul. Sometimes I wonder what you would say if I were to whisper this poem against your forehead beneath the moon. If you would cry. If you would smile. If you would say, I knew. Or if your silence would break into pieces and fall between us like shattered doubts. I want to wipe away every fear you ever held. I want to replace your pain with kisses, your loneliness with laughter, and your hesitation with my undying presence. Because loving you is not a phase, it is my life's rhythm. There were days I tried to forget you. Days when I convinced myself that perhaps you moved on, that you found another rhythm to dance to. But every time I looked into the mirror, the truth was written in my own eyes. My soul was still yours. And if I must wait a lifetime, I will. But I hope you don't make me wait forever. Because every day without you is like a page missing from my destiny, a sky without stars, a kingdom without its queen. My arms ache for the chance to hold you, not just in secret dreams, but in the light of day. I want the world to know what you mean to me, not because I need to prove anything to them, but because a love like this should never hide. You were made to be cherished openly, adored completely, and protected fiercely. You're not just my love, you are my heart's reason, my soul's direction, my future's vow. If I could paint your name across the skies of Dubai, I would. If I could turn every dune of the desert into a line of poetry, I would do so gladly. And yet none of it would be enough. None of it could ever compare to the softness of your voice calling me by my name, not as a crown prince, but simply as the man who belongs to you. That is the only title I want when I'm near you, yours. So take this moment, this poem, this confession, and know that it carries not only ink, but every tear I've never shed, every smile I've hidden, every breath I've held for you. My love, you need to see this now because I am no longer writing out of hope, I am writing out of certainty. Certainty that we were written long before the stars found their place. Certainty that no distance, no doubt, no destiny can erase what we are. Come back to me, not to the man the world sees, but to the man who is lost without you. Come back to the arms that never forgot their home. Come back to the voice that has been calling you in verses and silence alike. My queen, my moon, my miracle, this is our moment. And this time, I am not letting go. I look into the future, and all I see is your silhouette beside mine, walking through life not as a fairy tale, but as a truth the world never saw coming. I see you standing with me on balconies where the wind carries your name to the stars. I see you in quiet mornings where I kiss your forehead instead of whispering verses to the wind. I see you wrapped in the golden light of love we both deserve, strong, unshakable, and unhidden. Everything I've ever achieved, every corner of this kingdom, means nothing without you to share it with. What good is power when the heart feels powerless in your absence? You were never a chapter in my story, you were always the story. Every woman I met after you reminded me of what I'd lost, never what I could gain. You raised the bar so high that even my dreams fall short of your reality. I don't want to write poems about longing anymore, I want to write them with you by my side, laughing as I scribble verses on your palm. I want your scent in my home, your voice echoing in my corridors, your love building a kingdom within me stronger than anything I've ruled. And if the world dares to question it, let them. Because no throne compares to the honor of loving you. I've waited long enough for signs. This time, I am the sign. I am the open door. The steady hand. The unwavering heart. You don't have to knock, just walk in. Let this poem be your guide, your answer, your permission to let go of fear. I will take care of everything else. I will carry your past, guard your heart, and walk through fire if that's what it takes to hold your hand again. This isn't a plea, it's a promise. A royal vow from a man who has tasted life's greatest gifts and still finds nothing sweeter than the sound of your name whispered in love. So here I stand, between the echoes of yesterday and the dreams of tomorrow, offering you the one truth I cannot hide. I love you. With every breath, every verse, every silence, and every storm. I love you not because I need to, but because I was made to. And if you still believe in what we once were, or even what we could be, then come to me. My love, you need to see this now, because this is not the end of a poem. This is the beginning of forever.